I'm Roxanne and I make $3,000 a month selling vintage and antique furniture on Facebook Marketplace. Guess what? If you are a mom who wants to stay home, if you are a single mom who needs to make extra money, if you are a working mom but still want to make extra money to buy the things that you want or go out to dinner with the girls, pay for the babysitter if you want to go somewhere with your husband, whatever you want to use the money for, I'm going to teach you how to make that money because I'm making thousands of dollars per month and it is so easy. And if you're a thrifter, it's even better because you already love thrifting anyway. When you go to the thrift shop and you hate leaving the good stuff behind, you're like, oh my gosh, I love that mid-century modern dresser, but it just doesn't work in my house. And it's like $10 and you're like, but you have to leave it because it doesn't go with your aesthetic. Guess what, girl? Now you do not have to leave it there. You can purchase it, clean it up, and sell it on Facebook Marketplace. I'm going to teach you all of my strategies on how I do that. I sell on Facebook Marketplace because you can do local sales. I love local sales just because they come and they pick it up from your home. You don't have to worry about, wrapping, finding someone to ship it or drive it to this person. Local sales make things so much easier. I used to sell back in the day and I used to sell clothing, vintage clothing. And let me tell you, it was a pain in the ass. First of all, taking multiple pictures of it, hanging it up, finding a mannequin. It was just way too much. Then after it sold, you have to now wrap it up, take your time, go to the post office, ship it. You have multiple things to do the same thing to. It was so annoying, to be honest with you. And multiple questions that people were asking, I just could not deal with that anymore. I think selling clothing is profitable, but you have to love it. I love selling vintage and antique furniture because it's so easy. And Facebook Marketplace makes it so much easier because they come and pick it up from your house, girl. Or you can be like, you know what, meet 2 minutes away from my house at the 7-Eleven if you don't want them to come to your house. And you can just drive to the 7-Eleven and they're going to pick it up from there and you have the cash on hand. Do you know how much money? I have so much money from Facebook Marketplace that sometimes I even forget where's the money? What did I do with it? How much money do I have? I have money in my Venmo that sometimes I forget because I constantly sell on there. Okay. And I want to teach you guys how to do the same thing. It's not hard, but there are some tips and tricks that you need to know. So that's why I sell on Facebook Marketplace. This is going to be a 2-part video. So make sure you subscribe and come back for the second part. Let's talk about target audience. Every area is going to have a different target audience. In my area, I live in like a beachy, cottagey area, with people who have a lot of money, but also still wants a deal, but they want quality stuff. That's why certain vintage and antique furniture works well for me. Also, sometimes it doesn't matter what type of vintage and antique furniture that you have, as long as you know like what's in style. Because remember, everything that they're making now, like McGee and Co., whatever it is, Magnolia, those things are just things that are being replicated from things in the past. Remember, it happened already. They made that already. They're just making it again. People want the original stuff. That's where you're going to come in and sell really good stuff that look on Pinterest. Pinterest is your best friend. See what the style of what's trending in homes now, and then go out and find the vintage and antique versions of it and sell it. Sometimes that's not going to happen. You have to have an eye like, I think that could work really, really well. But also, I'm going to teach you how you're going to look it up before you even purchase it. That's your target audience. Find out what the people in your area really, really want, and then source those things at your local thrift shops, at estate sales, at garage sales, wherever you have to go source. Find a person who sells those things for cheap and see if they could sell it to you for super cheap so you can then resell it. Remember, we're not making this hard on ourselves. I do not redo anything. I do not fix anything, nothing. I find good stuff And that's what I sell. Don't think about I'm going to be redoing furniture because, girl, we don't have time for that. We have kids and we need to just make the money and keep it moving. So we're getting solid, good pieces. We don't want to redesign anything. Sourcing, thrift shops, estate sales. You can source on Facebook Marketplace itself. There are so many people on Facebook Marketplace that just give things away for free. Go on Facebook Marketplace, put in free vintage furniture. It's all going to come up. Then you're going to save it. You're going to like it. An algorithm is going to say, oh, they want to see more free furniture. Every time something free comes up that's vintage or antique, I'm going to show it to them first. And then you can message the person who is offering it for free. Say, oh, I can pick it up right now, get it from them, bring it home, clean it off, wipe the top off, whatever, stage it really nicely. We're going to talk about staging as well. Listing ideas. There is a section on Facebook Marketplace. I will insert a clip in here how you're going to see. Facebook Marketplace tell you what people are looking for. Facebook Marketplace could give you an idea of what people are looking for in your area. Let's talk about staging. When it comes to staging, I want you to go on Pinterest. Look how people are staging their homes. Look how people are making their homes look. When you have a dresser, put a flower on it. Put a bunch of hydrangeas like these I have back here. Put some hydrangeas on it. Make it simple, make it nice. You can even go to the thrift shop and get your staging item. And you have a box of things that you use to stage everything. You want everything to be cohesive. And remember, pretty sells. So make everything look the same. Stage all your things similar and have a similar background. Your customers are now going to start following you for more. They are going to know this is Roxanne's listing because she always have these same hydrangeas in every single photo. She always have that same candle. She always have that same artwork above it. Make sure your things are looking the same. Make sure that you are staging them beautifully. Okay. Before you start listing, do your research. What is selling? How you're going to stage it? Your listing ideas. Make sure you know what you're going to sell. When it comes to pricing, when you're sourcing, I want you to use the Google Lens app. Use the Google Lens app and look if the thing is even worth buying anyway. It's an app that you're going to download on your phone, right? When you're in the thrift shop, I want you to open the Google Lens app, snap a photo of the item, and have a search at it through Google. You're going to see a website like Cherish come up. You're going to see a website like Etsy come up. Wherever a similar item or the same exact item is listed, it will come up and you are going to see, oh, okay, they're selling this on First Dibs for $500. I think I'm definitely going to get it. And you're not going to sell it for $500 locally. Just think about that. You're not going to sell it for $500 locally because websites like First Dibs and Cherish, they mark it up because they're paying a very high fee to have it listed on that website. Facebook Marketplace is local. The person is coming to your house. You don't have to pay Facebook any fees. There's no fees on Facebook Marketplace unless you are shipping items, and that's how they charge you a fee. There's no fee. So if something is $500 on Cherish and First Dibs, you can sell it locally for $250. That's just how I do it. You can do it however you would like, but that's just my rule of thumb. So when you look it up on Google Lens and it says, oh, it's $500 and it's only $10 or $20 in a thrift, that's something that you definitely want to get. It's probably something that people are searching for, and you can use that same title that First Dibs is using, use that same description, because guess what? Those things are already optimized for the Google search engine, and that's going to just push out your items faster, and you're going to be able to sell that item quicker because obviously it's already optimized. That's pricing. In my next video, I'm going to talk about how to negotiate, keep track of your spending, how to spot a scammer, which is so important, safety and privacy. I'll give you guys the bonus tip on how you're going to write descriptions and titles super, super easy. Use the exact title and the exact description because that's already optimized for the search engine. Just make it easier for yourself. To round everything up, sell on Facebook Marketplace because it's easy. You can do local sales. Selling vintage and antique furniture is so easy. Run to the thrift. You get a vintage dresser, a vintage nightstand. You bring it home, you clean it up, make sure it's already a solid piece. If it has a couple scratches, mention it into the description. Don't try to fake people out, because then they're gonna leave you bad reviews. Sourcing, thrift shops, estate sales, garage sales, wherever you can find vintage and antique furniture, go there and get it. Listing ideas. You can search Facebook Marketplace for listing ideas. Staging, it's very important. Make it simple, make it easy. Do not do too much. A little hydrangea, a little flower on it is perfect. Search Pinterest, search Instagram, whatever, for inspiration. Save these inspiration and make sure you're making it look pretty. Pretty sells. Before you start listing, do your research. I'm going to make another video and to show you guys everything that I source. I'll give you tips and tricks along the way. I'll tell you what I think is selling at the moment everywhere. Right now, what I think is really selling hot, nightstands. I don't know why people are searching for nightstands. They are so popular on Facebook Marketplace right now, and you can literally sell it like hotcakes. I cannot even keep a set. Do not buy one. I would buy two, because people want matching nightstands, matching side tables. That's a really hot commodity right now. A vintage dresser is always going to sell super quickly. I buy those for like, I would say $40. Max I'm spending on anything overall is $50. I bought things for $50 and sold them for $550. I have bought a rug for $68. That was the highest thing I purchased. And I sold that rug though for $1,000. Listen to that again. I bought a rug for $68 and sold it for $1,000 in less than 24 hours. The person drove to my house from 4 hours away to get that rug within 24 hours. When I tell you I know what I'm talking about, I've been doing this for 17 years, and this is the easiest reselling has ever been. Therefore, subscribe for more. I'm going to give you guys all the tea. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments. I love answering questions. I love helping. I want all the girls to be making money so we can be living our best life. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye. Share this video with a friend